When I got to Louisville, I felt like God called me to be here for some specific reason, and it didn't really feel like it had anything to do with football. In my first semester here in the fall, where I kind of started going to FCA, and then after a few weeks, there was a couple older guys on the team that were FCA leaders, and so they were like, hey man, like you seem like you're into this, why don't you come to one of our leader meetings? From there, I just kind of wanted to do anything and everything I could with FCA because it really had a good impact on me. I met with Chris, and he really challenged me to pour into others. You know, I had always been poured into, always been to church, always been to Bible study, and always received and soaked in. And so Chris was like, you know, I feel like you're ready to pour into others and lead others. And I was very nervous to do that, but my immediate answer was like, yes, I'm ready. Like I would just say yes. And so I asked him to challenge me, and Chris gave me a lot of opportunities to speak at schools. Those are awesome, but I feel like the most impactful ways that I was able to share my faith was one-on-one with teammates. And I got to do that in the fall. We started a Bible study with about 8 or 9 of my teammates. And at first, I felt like it was a little awkward, but that's just me. But I felt like the Holy Spirit moved and really was the one that took it over, and it started rolling. And we went for probably 7 or 8 weeks. We meet once a week after practice. And it was a group of guys who, some guys grew up in church like me and knew about having a faith, and then other guys had no background. And these were all guys that had came to me or Chris and said they wanted to grow more. I was very nervous. I didn't really feel like I was qualified, but what I realized was God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. And so I felt a conviction within me to share my faith with others and show how Jesus has changed my life. So that conviction overcame my fear. I think that the main thing that I can take away from what I've learned here at Louisville is just, you know, your faith is not something that you put on Sunday or on Wednesday night or whenever, you know, it's how you live. And so I think no matter what I'm doing, my calling will always be to disciple people and show other people Jesus' love. And so I think you can do that through a lot of things. Whatever you do, you can always love God and love people. You know, it's not always been easy, but I feel like I've always progressed in my faith, and He's always provided what I needed. I just have full faith in God and what His Word says, and His Word says to go and make disciples. And so that's what I'm trying to do.